Hey, all right.
Back into this one, getting Myst Gaming again, just coming after a rough 16-14 loss on Haven. But jumping into this one against SO, don't actually know how to pronounce that name, but oh,
Yeah, winners. Yeah, let's see what they can do on this back-to-back. I know Mercy, he almost got the 40 bomb, but got a little bit of a role swap up here. Playing Jet last game, now onto the KJ. But some interesting comps coming out so far. Got the solo Astra. Usually be seeing the double control on this map, but obviously that's a little sleeper these days, so against us yesterday. Zach did, yeah, he locked the harbor. He's doing it again, and the Viper. So they're going for that loud sort of setup with the controllers.
seems like it's super strong. The meta with Harbor Viper is so difficult to deal with, especially like forcing people to back off of angles. Like having a double wall is so hard to deal with on both sides of the map. Attacking and defending, it's super tough. And it feels like there's always so much value that you can get out of any piece of utility from particularly those controllers. You got Harper with the Cove to plant. You got his Reckoning that gives you information and stuns people and so much sight control, so much control. Viper's Pit is obviously insane. Molly's, it's just those two in particular are extremely strong characters, and paired together they're super good. So maybe wanted to see a little bit of synergy from Jack B and Zach, see if they can get some solid stuff coming in here. But it is a best of one, so definitely gonna make the most of this map in particular.
I absolutely agree on the oppressiveness of the controllers. I mean, they can really do it all, right? They can take map control, they can hold off angles, they can retake, they can sight hit. Like it's unreal what kind of discipline you can play with the Harbor and the Viper. So you got 2-2 set up here. Sky towards mid. And that's another thing too. That's why Sky's come into the meta as well with these double controllers. Like it's so good at clearing with the dog with so many angles to clear because of all the angles that are made from the smoke. So, but it looks like a C hit here from SO.
Yeah,
Hub
that
wall does go up.
see that
Smoke
double
coming
wall
through.
already coming out. It's so hard to deal with. But the Viper wall isn't being infested just yet. Looking like they want to save it, but that's going to cost them. As Mercy is able to find two on the site. Zach only able to trade out one. And now a man advantage and a little bit of damage onto Jack B. The C site is there. There's no plant coming in just yet as Devontae is on the flank. Trying to see if he can get anything, but he does get
Bit
a
of a
little
whiff
bit
from
of damage.
Devontae.
Two players are low. Sanity
Good
didn't
traded.
kill full blind, but looking like that's going to be all she wrote as oh, okay.
It's a valiant try from Sanity, but there you just got overwhelmed on site there. 4 from Mercy on the round. That's one way to start it off.
Yeah, carrying over that momentum from last game. I believe he had like 39 or 40 kills last game, so it was incredible performance from him. And it's looking like the role swap is not affecting him at all. Coming straight up into this pistol round, and now it's going to be a good bonus.
He's mad. He doesn't want to lose again.
Yeah,
From 39, you know.
Really good buy up. Even a Vandal coming out on Zangetsu as looking like a little bit of a main control might be fought for a little bit here, but only the eyeball to come out from Coal Black.
Does get stunned off the angle, but retakes it. Walled off from Zach.
It's like making.
Ooh, almost gets spammed out there.
Zach is making new shapes with this harbor wall.
Dude's got geometry out of here. Alright, but they are heavily stacking towards B. Looking like he just wanted to make a bit of a distraction for this hit.
A lot of players grouped up onto this one side. Devontae able to get that heal.
Let's get onto the site though. Looking like they're just playing for this bomb.
Zangetsu does find Zach on that A lurk, so now that all that lurk pressure is gone, and now they only have to focus on all 4 players into the site, but Zangetsu maybe doesn't check his corner, and Jetstream is able to pick up a Vandal that could be tied swinging, as he is able to get one more onto CGW, and now both players are known, and Jetstream is not stopping at all.
Oh my goodness.
Hasn't taken a single bit of damage.
Jetstream does his job though, he gets 3 in the round on the eco.
Last player
Mercy
standing.
finally able to shut him down, but that
Jack gets
poison
the
orb has
spam.
proven deadly for Cole Black. Now it's just down to Mercy, 1v3, and now this eco has completely gone awry as Jack B cleaning up the last one in an incredible thrifty round.
Oh my goodness.
Heroics from Jetstream.
And I think that corner clear was just the whole round, wasn't it? Letting Jetstream kind of cake those 3 and really put them into the position to win from the post plant. So.
I really like the idea. Getting super aggressive there, knowing that that's really the only way that you're going to be able to win this round. You're just hoping that Zangetsu doesn't check that corner, and it's proven super deadly. There's a Vandal in Jetstream's hands was just absolutely deadly. And
they wanted to play off site, they wanted to play safe, but it ended up not working out for them. As 2 gets traded up for a day. Big A push. The A control.
Wanting to swing out that high tide, but to no avail, as now CGW is just left in this A-Link pressure. Devontae just sitting with a shorty, waiting for the turret to go down, and it does. Able to pick up that Spectre that was dropped earlier. But the site is being completely flooded. Sanity able to get that bomb down, but Devontae is catching Jack B with his pants down.
Still 3v3 now, evened up. Does off to pop the door. Holds the flash for a bit as he gets double held. Spotted out.
Jack B may be able to get a couple frags as now not knowing that he's pushed up all the way in this fight.
But it's Zach from heaven. What a 3-piece from him.
Yeah, 4 total on the round, and now he does have that Reckoning online, which we've talked about earlier has proven to be a deadly ultimate, especially in site takes and retakes. Just pretty much every situation you can use that ult, and it'll give you so much space. So maybe
Brett, I'm sure they won't be too afraid with it. I think he's just gonna call a straight up hit with it. Yeah, would not be surprised. However, seems like got a pretty even setup on the defense now. Double Killjoy mollies towards C though could really stop a Reckoning hit if needed. As they do opt to push out B, getting some info on the players. Get pressure little pressure towards mid.
Devontae maybe wanting to take the fight to him, but chooses to back off. His Sanity is still sitting here with the spike, but maybe a little bit of C-Mound pressure is diverting into this B hit.
Oh, but look at this huge A push from these 2 guys, really wrapping them around. They know exactly where they're going to be.
And now they're pivoting back towards A, and the fight is coming straight to them. Zangetsu able to get the first, then that drops the spike, and now a lot of information gained. Jetstream only down to 10 HP as Colblack does get the dink, but it's looking like they want to hold just a little bit of a double face here, but Zach is able to catch Zangetsu off guard, and now
those get traded.
Yeah, that pick is instantly traded back, and now 3 players sitting on that breakable door, and Devontae able to get 2. But Zach, man of the hour, needs to be called upon in this moment.
Maldo forced the KG off the angle. They do have a free site now, but Cole is back onto the site.
There's only 35 seconds left as that high tide does go down. Not a lot of space gained for Zach or Eggs Benedict as they're both leaning over towards A main. But now there's a flank coming out from CGW, and now they got to worry about the flank, but CGW just has to stay alive as they know they have to look for picks, and Mercy holding that angle so disciplined. And now the spike just dropped at his feet, and Eggs Benedict left all onto him. And only 10 seconds left. No spike in hand, and it's just pretty much inevitable at this point. There's going to be no time. The swing coming out from Cole Black is going to finish off that round, and now an evened up scoreline 2-2. Really, I mean, it's just stuff there.
It was just really good discipline all around, and their game on the information was also amazing. They had the double push towards A, but leave in the middle of the round there. Got them all the info they needed to know. Got the pick from Zangestu. He backed off, played very safe. Did end up getting traded, but that pressure did not allow them to get onto the site initially anyway, so it was a really well played round, especially towards the end where with CGW backing off, not getting too greedy, letting his team take the fights. Rush towards mid, does get a tag as they opt to walk up C here, but however running into that double Killjoy setup on the lane area. Seems they got the read on this, bit of a heavier stack towards C. Big retake ults from the defense side as they opt to clear mid with a dog, but it is a huge hit. Molly's used early, but they're still able to get out.
Showstopper being invested too, and now the full C site is being completely taken. Jetstream Well, it doesn't find a kill, gains all of that space, and now everybody is forced back. But now this flank coming out from Devontae, choosing to use the Seekers as well, and Zach is looking like he's going to want to face him along with Eggs Benedict. Both looking over towards this flank, but now the Killjoy lockdown, so deadly from Waterfall, is going to clear out all the site and force them straight into Devontae, but they know that he's here, but he still is able to get one. Now all 4 players forced back onto this mound side. The bomb is planted for them, and now that Rolling Thunder could prove deadly as Mercy is caught by it, just standing out in the open, and that's going to be 2 kills.
Oh my goodness.
In succession, followed by Eggs with a 3rd, and it's just left up to Cole Black in a 4v1. Not enough time on his side, is able to clean up Jack B, but he's forced away to save, and that was, despite the Killjoy lockdown, was incredible util usage, especially on that Rolling Thunder from Sanity, and that ultimately propelled them back into this round. Really like to see that util combo coming out, and the side take was good, and they were able to fully realize that the Killjoy ult was coming in from Mercy. We're able to clear out the flank, and it was really just good team fights taken there.
That was such a proactive ult from the breach there. I mean, just barely waited for the. I think it might have even been before the tap. He just popped it, and they rushed in there, no hesitation. Didn't want to take the chance on the spam. So, overall, really, really well played.
Huge swing round. All those ultimates being invested.
I'll find you.
And now,
Still waiting.
bit of a 3-2 split towards the B and A side. Now, Devontae's in a bit of a cheeky spot. He could be able to get one with his shorty here, and he is able to get one, but it's just a shorty. So 2 shots, and you got to reload, and Jack B is able to trade, and then some. Able to get a pick on a Jack B, and now choosing to invest his Viper's Pit straight into the B side. The spike should go down here, and now the showstopper being whipped out from Zangetsu, but a complete whiff, honestly, as there was nothing that there's really nothing that he got from that. Now it's just Mercy inside this A link, and now a shorty from Zach is just, the shorty is in insane gun right now. It's too much value. Now Zangetsu just dropping into a really shaky position, but Zach, just the game sense to know that he could be there. And now it's just left up to CGW, only a Sheriff in hand and 1 star. It's just not a lot that he can do, and Zach is going to go hunting for the fight. Is able to pick up 1, and a little bit of a tag on a Jack B, but the running classic proving to be his demise. And that's a 4-2 scoreline for the side of SO.
Ooh, we got a bit of a banter in the chat, eh? Well, overall, you know, not a terrible eco round. Does get some armor damage. Not probably what you hope for, but it's still good consolation prize. As they are brought up to the guns now. They really need to get this round moving unless they want to have a down half.
Yeah, it's going to be a huge economic swing round. 5-2 could prove deadly as Myst Gaming looking to do a little bit of a default here. Only an info flash from Devontae as the spike is still down inside of that attacker spawn.
Quite a passive setup from them.
Yeah, no movement coming out just yet. The same Viper Wall being seen on the C site. Jetstream may want to lurk up towards the C mount position. Same with Jack B, lurking up towards B.
He's learned his lesson. On the box, he spams it out.
Jetstream getting a little bit dangerous over towards the C side. 4 players stacked up, and now there's going to be a Harbor Cascade coming in to let Jetstream entry into the site, and the turret is off, but Mercy could be completely aware of this, and he is!
Great awareness from him.
Yeah, very good awareness. Jetstream taken out, and now that's their whole push just completely canceled. They're running all the way towards the B site from their spawn. Actually choosing to pivot back towards A as Jack B is the only person lurking, but Zangetsu looking like he wants to set up towards this tree side as he knows the hit has to come in sometime soon. Only 30 seconds left on the clock. They have to get this bomb down. Looking to go straight towards Zangetsu in this tree room. But dodging him a little bit, and Jack B proving that that lurk can be deadly. The Killjoy lockdown is going to be thrown down. And now Mercy and Jack B are going to take a pivotal fight here in the jump. I think that may have been a misclick, and Zangetsu was able to get 2 towards tree. Hero play from Zangetsu. And that is a huge round. Like we said previously, they needed to win this round in order for their econ to be in check. They do exactly just that. As it's a 3-4 score line. Still in favor of Myst Gaming, but still keeping it close.
Yeah, Jack B did get cleared out by the Skydog earlier in middle there, but he ended up re-lurking up, and I thought that he was good for 1, if not 2, which he almost was. But the duels just didn't end up going their way towards the site as well, and they just got cleaned up with the Killjoy lockdown not reaching quite towards heaven, so there was a bit of an angle there on Zach. But yeah, overall, really well-needed round from them. As Devontae, oh my goodness, almost gets caught out by the jump peak there.
Zach looking to take, just lurking up towards this ace spot. It could have been super dangerous crossing as the harbor. You know, his utility is super important. Devontae getting a ton of information. Zach the only person on towards his ace side, and he's catching Zangetsu jump spotting.
That's 2
and he's able
somehow.
to get Cold Black on 11 HP. Insane stuff from Zach, and now the exec is going to be coming out towards B. Jetstream dashing up into the site, blast packing, but taking down Devontae anyway, and now a 2v5 looking all but over.
Spike planted. Taking that back.
As CGW and Mercy, the only 2 players left. Mercy looking to be clearing out this angle, but the timing is so unfavored.
Grenade.
Unable to catch that one onto Jetstream, and now just CGW in this C-Link side. Cascade in his face. Only 1 star to work with, and it's not even online. It might just have to be a save, as he's looking to do just that. But Jetstream looking like he wants to do a little bit of hunting, but does get the headshot. Going to be hunted by a few more players. Great fault line from Sanity. And he's just completely done for here. He does pick up Jack B, but 3 players still survive. And their econ is still going to be good for the side of Myst Gaming, and now a 5-3 lead.
Yeah, what a statement from them. Just hit right back after the loss. I mean, almost nearly flawless round, if not for the 2 pushes back to CT. But yeah, they really forced him out of the site with Zach. I mean, just getting 2 miracle kills onto A site, making the site free for them, but end up going B anyway. And still, the entry from Jetstream, clean, got 2 on it.
Cold Black choosing to take a dangerous position and fight here, only with a ghost in hand, and Jetstream just easy cleanup. You know, not a lot that Cold Black could do there. Now the full entry into the site, but Jetstream not able to land the shots. CGW getting some nice deagle shots. And now this round is all of a sudden doable. 2 players, actually, 3 on towards this flank, but Eggs Benedict, she's sitting nice in this spot, and it goes completely unchecked, sitting by the high tide. Devontae is able to trade her out. Now the Seeker is completely invested, as both players for the side of SO do have rifles. But it's going to be 2 players towards the back of the site. Sanity having that fault line up, does get hit by the Seekers, but Jack B is able to cover him, and now it's just up to Mercy. Creeping up towards the smoke.
Does get past the molly, 1v2 for Mercy. Does get spotted on site. Opts to go for the defuse. Oh, but he gets swung by Sanity. Well played from them, seriously. It was looking doable there with the Seeker's information, but unfortunately, he got fault lined out, picked off by the double swing, and it was just left with the Mercy in the 1v2. Look, they're stringing some rounds here together. The even with the double from CG, it wasn't doable onto the site, but they're gonna really need to start stringing a couple here if they need some hope in this half.
Yeah, I really like the idea. The triple flank was really good. There's not a lot that it was expected there, and it just didn't really work out there. Now Zangetsu opting to take a fight straight to Jack B, but it does get instantly traded by Jetstream, but that's a pivotal pick as the Viper does go down. Now Devontae forced off this angle, and Jetstream was looking to capitalize on it, trying to peek straight into the B site. He's still holding a bit of an angle, but opts to back away. And now Zach, all the way up on this A main extremity that we all know he's been doing this entire game, able to find a ton of space by just slow walking up. And it's looking like his team is going to want to regroup with him, as Mercy is trying to check up on this flank, and now Showstopper completely invested. Not that it was really needed, but of course he doesn't know that. He can't see any of the enemies. And now...
Yeah, buffalo passed. But the breakable is broken anyway.
The flank coming into full effect as Mercy is able to get a little bit of damage onto Eggs, but she's able to double down. And now it's just 2v2. Lockdown being invested, and now Cold Black is trying to take this fight straight to Eggs and wins. And now just left up to Sanity and Tree. Can't hear anything, but still is able to pick off CGW anyway. And now such a difficult situation. Now being fully sucked by the tether, and a prowler in his face is going to lead to his demise. And Cole Black picking up a much needed round for the side of SO. And now 4-6 on the cards here.
Absolutely much needed. We said they needed to string some rounds together, but
Their teeth.
honestly, really well played from the side of SO. They ended up contacting up towards A with the B pressure, but it was some clutch kills coming up from the defending Killjoy, and obviously the clutch from Cole Black in the end. But overall, could have been anyone's round, but they came up clutch.
I think the main thing that happened there was Mercy was able to capitalize on the flank again. We know that they've been flanking for nearly the entire game, but the turret from Eggs Benedict was just stuck in a corner, and she would just walked away a little too far, and then the turret went down, and Mercy was able to capitalize off of that. So now, coming back into this round, bit of a four-man play towards the B side. Devontae throwing a little bit of spam shots, faking the orb a little bit, but nobody's there to take contact off of it. And now maybe looking to invest this Killjoy lockdown, but Eggs is shifting all the way over towards C. But the Rolling Thunder is prepped in the hands of Sanity, but pivoting back towards C. Now, two players leaning over back towards A. A lot of players spread out, as Jetstream is the only person on C, trying to see if he can catch maybe a rotate timing, but just sitting here, super patient play from Myst Gaming. And now they're going to choose to come back towards Jetstream.
Off your feet!
With a little bit of a lurk from Jack B, and now that Rolling Thunder is going to be invested, but that Killjoy utility not finding a ton of value, but the resistance is already here, and Jack B finding that lurk
Once again.
He's done it a few rounds in a row now, and now CGW looking to check on it, but he has his knife out, and that's just going to be a free kill in the hands of CGW. The Waterfall lockdown going to be invested again, and this is nearly mirroring the same round. 4 players all towards Mound, and Sanity does end up getting detained. But the bomb is planted for them, but the Cosmic Divide, fantastic usage, completely cutting off the bomb, and Mercy trying to fight his way out. Zach trying to push in straight towards this Waterfall area. Does get a nice kill onto Cole Black despite being so low. And Sanity takes down CGW for the last frag, and while I was hyping up that Cosmic Divide that cuts off the bomb, players were just flooding in towards the site, and it seems like they knew exactly what to do after that Killjoy lockdown again.
Yeah, just really good discipline from them, opting to get offsite with the ult. Had the mollies on bomb, was able to force them off the plant, and they just had a good plan going into that. They also, during the middle of the round, they ended up becoming aware of those flanks and created some pressure, and ended up re-clearing A with Zach, and then went back towards C with the C hit.
Seems like Myst Gaming love applying this B pressure. They want to push these players off in order to maybe get this lurk started, but just showing initial presence. But now Cole, you can see him rotating all the way in spawn over towards the BA side, and looking like they have a really good read on this round. Only an eco and a couple of sheriffs coming out. And the high tide does come out towards A, running straight into Mercy, and Zangetsu is hearing all of this. The door is broken down, so it's looking like Jetstream maybe wants to take this fight, but could be dangerous knowing that there are maybe some shotguns on the other side, but Zangetsu doesn't get checked at all, and he's able to
my
get
goodness.
Jack B as the Viper's pick goes down. It's a trade, but it's such a valuable one. And Devontae sitting in another rat corner, but Sanity is trading that as well. And now the spike is lurking up into this B site as a lot of noise is being made towards A, and Mercy is completely blind again, but Zach
Does get walked
all
out
these
on,
trades
but
are just insane. Every kill just met by another one from the opposing team, and now left up to a 1v1 for Mercy and Sanity. Opting to take that spike all the way towards C, knowing that Mercy was on A. And not a lot of util for either of these players to work with. Only a fault line from Sanity.
Spike planted.
As he plants for Mound, and wants to run back all the way towards Mound. Mercy rotating towards the CT spawn. Barely any noise being made. He does have quite a lot of time, but he's being very careful checking these angles to make sure that Sanity isn't pushing up anywhere, but Sanity choosing to play inside of sight could be a little bit misleading, thinking that Mercy maybe is towards Mound, but he decides to peek, and Mercy capitalizes. And that is a very key round, as getting this half as tight as possible, and 5-7 is what they needed here.
Swarm grenade.
Absolutely. Considering how it started, it's amazing that they were able to get 5 rounds strung together here.
Switching
I mean,
sides.
honestly, really good decision from Sanity to opt to go for the C site there, but and opted to play on site there, but just a little too undisciplined on the peak there. But could have been anybody's round with the trades going back and forth throughout the whole thing. So NT.
Now this Harbor Viper, I feel, really shows on the defensive side. There's so much that you have to run through, and especially considering that they have a breach and a killjoy as well. I feel like the defensive setups are going to be so difficult for the side of SO to get through, but
Absolutely, the retakes will be so crucial here. Plus, and they have the Skyle and the Fade on the other side of the map. So once those ult are invested, they know they can just get off the site and then retake with the rest of their util.
could be a fast A play as Zangetsu coming into tree, backed up by Devontae, and Jack B playing in the middle of sight, but maybe doesn't know that one person is out just yet. Devontae completely blind and just stuck in this little bit of a rat position, catching Sanity completely off guard. And now Zangetsu able to get another one, and Devontae just sweeping the back of the site.
Last player
And this
standing.
is looking so devastating. 5v1 for Eggs, and she's just immediately taken down, and that is a statement made. A flawless pistol round for SO, and that's exactly what you want to see here.
Yeah, it seemed like they almost were getting a little too util reliant, right? They just kind of let them contact up out of the door. Weren't really aware that they were so close, and Devontae was able to get that key opening kill on the guy middle site. So that can be the downfall of this comp too. You get too invested in what your key utility is doing, and if it just gets disrespected, what do you do?
There.
Now an anti-eco round coming out. All 5 players from the side of SO looking to make a fast play over towards this B side. Only Zach is going to be the one taking all this contact, but I love like we're seeing that Harbor Cascade and that Viper Wall just causing so many problems, excuse me, but Jetstream found on the flank, and now that's going to be calling for a pivot back towards A. Zangetsu just double blast backing fully into the site, but he's completely alone. Luckily there's nobody on site to greet him. Insanity seeing all of this movement towards Breakable, but Mercy is just holding the wrong angle, and Cole Black is exposed. He is able to quickly trade it out. Now a 4v3 retake situation, and Mercy
Those are
just
the
opts
two
to run
shorties.
out with his knife. And now Devontae gets taken down from that Spectre that was dropped. Zangetsu is able to clean up one more, but now a 2v2. That Gravity Well is able to pull Zach off of the defuse for now, knowing that he's potentially in tree. And those paint shells causing a lot of damage to Zach.
One enemy remaining.
And Zangetsu getting a key frag onto Eggs and totaling 4 on the round, is able to get that anti-eco. So it wasn't the cleanest thing, but they still were able to win it out anyway.
Yeah, after that jump through the smoke from Mercy came through and the additional kill after that, I was getting a little worried, but Zangetsu, CGW, good discipline, opted to play for their util, the suck, the nade. Really well played for them to secure the round and secure their economy as well. Like, that could have been extremely dangerous, because if you make that one mistake, the other squad could just capitalize off that instantly.
Yeah, the same general setup that Myst Gaming had on the SO had on the defense is coming up for Myst Gaming. Full C mount hit this time. Zangetsu double blast packing into the site like he usually does. Spotting out a bit of util, but Jetstream is able to back up Eggs. And Zach is also here as well. Ton of damage being done, and now Jetstream just able to get 3 nice frags. Just a bit of a spray down for him. Lining up. But Zangetsu is able to pick up one more towards that waterfall position, but he's the only one left in this site. as Mercy is opting to rotate all the way back towards A. Zach seeming like he knows there could be somebody lurking outside of his cove, but Zangetsu is getting favorable timing here. Zach looking like he wants to check more towards the C site. So a fight could be inevitable here, but he doesn't opt to check, and Zangetsu just left alone.
Spike planted.
Mercy just
One
getting
enemy
taken
remaining.
down, and that is definitely
just
going
too
to be a round
far.
over. Yeah, they actually don't know where he is, so they might just be halving it, but nah, Jack B is just fully seeking the defuse. Absolutely no time, and just opting to save the Phantom here. But bonus round was a little bit good in terms of damage. 2 players taken down, but still the round loss anyway.
Yeah, really not a horrible bonus round at all, but you definitely, especially with how they were positioned on the map, with Zangetsu on the lurk, you definitely wanted a little more out of it. Maybe even the round win, but they probably won't be too mad about it. Bit of a heavier A stack here to start.
Yeah, it seems like they're really favoring these 5-man site hits. As you saw, Jack B last half was doing a ton of lurking, but none of that is coming out. Not a lot of lurk agents to work with other than Killjoy or maybe Astra, but this A-take is coming in full force. But 3 players from the side of Myst Gaming are looking to receive it. Not a lot of movement made into the site just yet. So a lot of delay utility used, and here we comes that high tide straight after the Viper Wall, but Jack B gets taken down, so it doesn't matter anyway. Zangetsu is entering into the site, but Sanity gets one more into that tree spot, and Jetstream playing in this close quarter.
It's the Soul Shopper.
Yeah, and Sanity with a huge pick onto Zangetsu after immediately using his ultimate. Now Spike is just lost in sight. Cole Black and Mercy left to do it all on their own. Nightfall invested, but it only hits Sanity. They know that he's still in drop, and only a dink onto Zach. 140, just so unfortunate there. Just left all up to Mercy, and it looks like a pretty unwinnable situation. 1v3 with 30 seconds left, is able to pick up the spike, but doesn't know where all 3 players are. Only knows 2. He is able to pick off Jetstream.
They are low. It is possible.
Still has to get the bomb down, and
Opts to run B here. What a read from Mercy.
But the door might be taking up a little too much time, and Zach knows that he could peek here. Just trying to get Mercy off the plant is all that he needs to do. But yeah, just like that, that's all he needed. Sanity just waiting out the time. And while a fantastic attempt for Mercy, wasn't able to fully get it out, but does get 3 kills as well.
What a hero play from Zach. I mean, it was definitely possible for Mercy considering the HPs of the other 2 agents, Zach and Sanity, but I just want to talk about Sanity real quick. It seems like his utility is always there. The stuns, the flashes, whatever. And what an impact run from him as well, killing the showstopper before it can go off.
Yeah, his breach was phenomenal last game as well. He was playing on the Haven game. That was about an hour ago now, and he just always seemed to manage to set up Mercy, who was playing Jet, for some fantastic kills. Like you were saying, all of his util was on point. And neared up 20 assists last game. Only on 6 right now, but that's not to understate his impact. Everybody seems to be fragging out for the side of Myst Gaming, and still super close. So wondering if Zangetsu, taking this time out, wants to maybe talk it over with the team, see if they can get a little bit of Strat going. They do have Mercy with that lockdown, so they could choose to take really any site that they wanted, particularly B or C, as we know the Killjoy lockdown is the strongest. But this is a big round for both teams, as looking like they're going to be buying down towards nearly 0 credits, both sides.
Yep, and with this Killjoy ult coming through, you know they're talking about it as well on the opposing side in their timeout, so you wonder how they're going to set up towards it. Are they going to play retake? Are they going to play hard shutdown? You know.
Looking like they're playing hard shutdown, like you just said. They got 3 players stacked up towards C, and it's looking like the instant take as Jack B playing close, dangerous with the judge. But
Nearly gets spammed out there.
Yeah, not able to use the lockdown just yet. Pivoting back over towards either B or A, looking over towards this A side. So it's completely wide open for the taking right now.
And what's good is they haven't invested that Killjoy yet, so if they really need it, they can. But obviously, two really strong ults on the other side, Raze and Viper.
Now there's going to be a little bit of resistance from Sanity. He does have 2 flashes to work with, but Devontae looking like he's going to be able to clear this entire backside, but only able to do some damage as Jetstream does find one onto CGW, and that Judge proving deadly as he takes down Cole Black near that breakable door. And while the Killjoy lockdown is used, it's only in a 2v5, so it's basically too little too late. Zangetsu falls on the site. It's just Mercy
Once again.
left in this pretty much impossible 1v5. Only 24 seconds left on the clock. Gonna have to take the fight towards Jack B and loses it out. And that is a huge round as 10-7 is reached. Double digits for Myst Gaming here.
And it's Sanity again. Getting that kill and getting the breach all off was absolutely crucial to push them back. It seemed like they were a little bit indecisive when going towards the A site, even though it was quite free for a few seconds there. But it seems they just missed their window with the slowdown and the hesitation.
Yeah, now that's their ultimates expended. They really don't have any close other than
doing the same thing.
Cosmic Divide or Seekers. But judging by the buy here, they may not even want to try and invest any of these ultimates. But the Viper Spade is going to come out towards that tree room for Jack B. Trying to make sure to keep this A site under control. The spike is leaning over towards B as of now.
Does get a pick through it somehow. Oh my goodness. Just peeks out. Full chat through his Viper pick. Kills Zhang.
Now the play slows down a little bit. It's even like Mercy maybe wants to try and peek out towards the B side, but not having the crosshair placement on a Jetstream, and just gets caught out. And now, as we pretty much expected from this eco round, it's just a quick 3v5. Only a minute left on the clock. Devontae trying to get one onto Zach, but falls just like that. Zach down to 22 HP, but both players trying to just do a last-ditch effort towards the C site, and the showstoppers whipped out from Jetstream. Taking down Cole Black, and now the spike is just down out in the open. It's just CGW with a Sheriff. He's getting fault line. He's getting boom botted. He has got the high tide in front of him. There's nearly nothing that he can do, and Jetstream takes him down after all of that. And 11-7 here, and this is the most important round coming up for both teams. Either Myst Gaming can put this game away, or SO is going to be right back in it.
This is the route they need to win, or else they are back onto the eco. And we've seen how those are going, just full flawlesses each time. But some might say it's a bit of an over-investment for the Raze ult from Jetstream, but honestly, just securing the round, fully respect it. And I'm sure they'll be happy going into this, full confidence.
What's interesting is Myst Gaming have opted to not change their setup nearly at all. And now, just with that Trailblazer, it's pulling rotations all the way towards B, as C site is left completely unchecked right now. Mercy looking like he wants to take a little bit of contact, but the alarm bot stops him before any of that happens.
Well, does get invested.
Yeah, forcing out a lot of utility. And now Jack B just trying to sit at this door, see if he can catch Cole Black, who's out there right now, but seems like the spike is leading over towards A in the hands of CGW, but now everybody's pivoting back. Zangetsu still lurking outside of this B play. We've seen this B play before, but Jack B is just able to get two on the A site. Just Viper diff, just swinging out and able to get those kills. And Zangetsu, had a perfect timing onto Zach with those Seekers. And Mercy and Jetstream having a bit of a shaky fight as well. Just left up to CGW. And now taking this fight onto Jetstream, is able to pick it up, but all the opposing players know where
If there's any time to clutch, it would be now.
Would be now. Nearly impossible situation, but is able to catch eggs. And now tapping the plant, seeing if he can force out a fight. Knows that some players are coming from Mound now.
Not a lot of time
only
left on the clock.
13 seconds left. Yeah, they're waiting for the spike plant. Now fully choosing to pounce on him, and Sanity is just able to peek straight at him while planting. And that is a big round, and potentially leading to the game ender as 12-7 for the side of Myst Gaming. Proven deadly from Jack B. Once again, just able to swing out on A and get a couple of kills.
Yeah, it just seems like they had a lot of opportunities there, but the 1v1s just didn't go their way, especially towards the key duel was the towards the B side, I believe. Bit of could have been an equalizer onto Zach from Zhang, but unfortunate. And now it's the last ditch effort. Gonna scrape together a bit of a low buy, a couple rifles in, so not too horrible. They definitely have a chance into this, unlike just some sheriffs, but it's gonna be an uphill battle.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, and especially with that reckoning too. It's going to prove difficult, as that could be used for the retake, but all 5 players stacked up towards B, and it's going to be a really fast hit. Only 10 seconds in the round, and a lot of utility is being invested, and Zach's getting that reckoning prepped as Zangetsu double blast packs straight into that A-Link breakable side. Now the spike being tapped, but now choosing to fully plant. Zangetsu in a dangerous position, not getting checked, but Jack B flicks on him anyway, and Mercy trying to see if he can get something on towards the C side, and he is able to get 2, and now 4 kills totaling up as it's just left up to Sanity. And what started out as a good round with that Jack B frag is now just left all into Sanity's hands, and they haven't even planted the spike in B, and they're pivoting all the way towards C. Devontae left to hold this A-Link side and giving Sanity 1, but it doesn't matter. An 8-12. And that was a much needed round, and they did it in relatively good fashion, able to keep 3 players alive there.
Wow, what a swing round. I mean, that could have been right over for them, but they battle back and keep their confidence up. But they really good discipline from them onto the B side. They're tapping the bomb constantly because of the they knew they wanted to bait out the harbor ult, which ended up coming out until later.
Oh, a fast A take, and knowing Jack B and Jetstream, just knowing that there's nobody on this A side, but it's not pulling any rotations just yet. Now these Astral Stars coming out, and now it's all left up to Eggs on this island. She chooses to back up to Waterfall, giving the site. Zangetsu just completely spamming with this Odin.
Spike planted.
Using the Fable to get onto the site. They're going to be able to save this for the post plant.
Mercy playing with fire there. Almost getting caught down, trying to get out of the site, but Cole Black is able to pick up that big frag on the flank. We know how deadly Jack B has been in previous rounds. Now it's 5 players towards Mound here. 2 have the Astral Suck on bomb, but the Cove is being put down, but the Spike Diffuser is being killed anyway. The Cove instantly annihilated, but it's the trades going back and forth and left up to Sanity again, and he's taken down by Mercy. And a 9-12 scoreline, and this comeback is starting to look a little bit more real round by round.
It's looking promising, fighting back every round. Very good discipline from them on the post plant, especially not opting to use the Fade Ult as well. That's going to be really important coming to these next 3 rounds.
And they didn't even use Cosmic
Or
Divide
Astro,
or Nightfall there either. They didn't use either of their ults. And now 1 off of Showstopper from Zangetsu as well, and Lockdown. So they have a ton of tools. If they're willing to get ultimate orbs or happen to get some kills, they are able to rack up these ultimates. But
if they keep playing discipline, it's going to be looking dangerous for them with this ult advantage.
I think Cole just sent out a Prowler to try and fake a little bit of A pressure. That high tide does cut off a bit of his own team from getting any information, and now nobody is left on this site as Eggs just completely rotated off of the site, left on a Waterfall once again, and it's looking like a mirroring of last round, but the spam is good for Zangetsu. Able to get 1 through that smoke, and now all 5 players once again backing up towards Mound, completely out of the site, and this seems to be the play that favors them, and let's see if Myst Gaming may have an answer to this. So much post-plant utility. All the nanoswarms are dealt with, but now Mercy investing the Lockdown and the Nightfall as well. A ton of ults being invested, but Jack B is able to get 3. He walked out through the door, and now it's just Mercy.
Oh my goodness. That's how they do it? They're both detained!
Wait, oh my gosh, they're both detained. Oh
what an absolute blunder of a round!
Oh
player
my
standing.
god.
Oh my goodness. I thought
That
it was
is
over once they pushed through the smoke, but no. The lockdown coming in clutch, the investment actually working out. I thought that it was a little too much, but oh my goodness. That could have been everything. And I
I'm
imagine they just
absolutely
want to take a
stunned.
breather after that one.
I'm absolutely stunned. That is a huge, huge mistake. Not breaking the Killjoy lockdown, single-handedly winning them around, and that could be a huge turning point. There's like only 2 rounds left, and I think maybe just wanting to take, like you said, a bit of a breather timeout, try and get everybody to just calm down and think on the same page here. But the only ults that were coming out were the Nightfall and the lockdown, so they still have a ton to work with. Curious if any of these any setups are going to come out from either of these teams. Both can still have a full buy here, so it should be relatively even round. But the A main control has not been fought for by SO, and so it may be a little bit of a lean towards there, but Jetstream and Jack B happy to greet them.
Yeah, the last time he had Viper's Pit, he used it on towards the tree area, I believe, getting those 2 kills, just swinging out through the smoke. But and what an impact from him last round, almost making it doable with the 3 clutch kills on the C side. But honestly, ult's pretty even around this round. Seeker's obviously a huge tool for the attackers, but it's anybody's game right now.
I've got your trail.
Seekers instantly invested into B, and Jetstream is able to get 1, but instantly traded out. Now, 4 players sitting outside of this B side. Zangetsu investing the showstopper, making his way up C-Link a little bit. Insanity is wanting to peek, but instantly shut down. That Odin
Zangetsu again.
proving to melt people. And now Eggs is throwing the lockdown and taking contact, but Mercy takes her down. Lockdown not able to get anything, and now the Viper's Pit was invested as well, but Jack B is just playing outside of it. It's not going to prove to help him at all, but he is able to get 1 onto Mercy, and now just left up to Zach in the B side, and 11-12 would be the score line, but Zangetsu trying to just play off of contact.
The
and
crossfire
that's
is
exactly
just
what
too
he
strong.
does.
Oh my goodness, it is looking doable now. Any believers? Any believers? And they're just probably wondering what is happening.
I think the main thing that's happening is it's just overwhelming side takes. I feel like Myst Gaming are just
There.
gambling towards particular sides of the site. As you can see, they were gambling a little bit towards C. I believe they had like 3 players there at the start of the round. And then instant B play, Jetstream gets traded, and then they have full site. And now they're leaving no one on B now. So the spike is leaning over towards C, but it's looking like they want to get a little bit of information towards A, trying to
Like
pull
a
some
fake
rotating.
here.
Yeah, and Eggs is already rotating. Sanity trying to invest the fault line, but that is a really early Cosmic Divide, and now
But
thought
they're
that
reading
could be a
this. They
fake.
know they're going towards C here.
Oh, that Boombot is going to catch out Zach, though, and a perfect guiding light. And Zangetsu trying to double blast back in, but the Odin does not work in the air like that. And Zach is getting 2, but Mercy getting 2 of his own. Now, this is very doable. The spike is able to get planted, and Cole Black with a nice lurk kill onto Jack B over towards A. Eggs with an Ares for quite a few rounds in a row now is now just left up to her. Insanity.
Lockdown
Now
once again for Mercy.
Yeah, looking like he wants to play in the same spot. Do have Nano Swarms and the Gravity Well on the spike, and now here's that lockdown that's going to prove so difficult to deal with. Even when everybody's dead, they don't know how to deal with it. And now the Gravity Well is fully whipped out. Sanity just trying to do everything that he can, but the
That's OT.
Detainment again, they cannot kill this lockdown. And that's OT, 2 maps in a row for Myst Gaming here. Had a
Going the
commanding
distance,
lead
baby.
at the start. 7-5 half, going into 7-7, and then went to 7-12. And now 5 rounds in a row for SO has taken us to this point.
I mean, just really good discipline all around from them. Like, they're not letting the mental get ahead of them, and coming back from that. What was it? 4 run deficit, I believe. The 8-12.
It was 7-12.
5 rounds.
7 to 12.
Placing
Oh, wow.
swarm grenade.
But yeah, let's see if they can battle back even after that that comeback there. Is it fake? Is it not? Find out.
A little bit of a default setup. Coming here is Jack B trying to look over towards this B side for the lurk. But that Trailblazer is going to spot a lot of information. Don't know if it actually saw anybody, but looks like Jack B is banking on the fact that it didn't see anyone, and now trying to take this B main control again is making the right call as Devontae and Cole Black are backing off a little bit. As 2 players, Jetstream and Eggs, looking at coming over towards C. That is a lot of information. It spotted, I believe, 3 players with that eye, and Jetstream is just trying to take full contact into C,
Placing swarm grenade.
but Mercy just trying to delay as much as he can. Now Jetstream forced to back away.
CGW alone on A, and the stack is coming towards him. Looking like it's going to be an A exec at the end here. They opt to speed up a bit. Wall does go out.
It's the first time Zangetsu has even picked up the off this game, and choosing to whip it out in overtime. Ballsy call. As, yeah, you're right, CGW is just alone in the site, but is able to catch Jetstream. And a ton of damage onto Sanity, but not
30
able to pick
seconds
up
left.
the kill. Zangetsu holding this line, but does get stunned up. And now a 3v3, as Sanity is going to be able to get
Spike
this
planted.
spike planted. And Eggs getting caught by a perfect flash from Devontae, but Zach trading out backside as well. Both players are a little bit low for Myst Gaming, and now Devontae able to pick up Sanity. And Zach has no idea where Mercy is, and he gets shot from the side. Mercy able to pick up a huge round, and now that is 6 in a row.
My ultimate is
As
ready.
Mercy is able to get that one, and now 13-12 on the cards for SO.
And the attacking has really been their strong suit. So if you're on the side of MG, you're a little worried now.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. They were able to get those big 7 rounds, 5 of which coming from that deficit at being match point. But I think Myst Gaming definitely got to change something up here. We've known that they're really keen on doing these 5-man execs, and so now it's looking like a bit of a 3-2 split. Devontae trying to get a little bit of information, trying to force people off of this A side. And now it's pulling 2 rotations. Jetstream and Jack B are just going all the way towards stairs, and now
Full
Jack B and
rotation.
Eggs are falling back towards A, but now Eggs choosing to pivot back a little bit, but now C is completely open, and this is a fantastic read. 4 players all the way towards C, and
Free.
no form of resistance right now. Eggs is going to try and get a little bit of a timing here, but that high tide is saving time, just buying for Eggs. But now choosing to pivot back to B, and Jack B and Zach are just waiting for them. Paint shells at the feet of Jack is forcing him to back away. And now Zangetsu double blast packing into the site. Looking like Devontae wants to take the fight straight to them, and Zach is able to get 2 huge kills, but Mercy answering back with his own. And Mercy getting 3 huge kills, and Cole
Oh my
Black
goodness.
getting 1 more onto Jetstream. Absolute heroics coming up for Mercy, and now they know where the last player is. Sanity left all up to him, but not even going to
30
give him a
seconds left.
chance as the lockdown is in play for Mercy again, and this is the same lockdown they've been winning rounds with, even if they're
Spike
all
planted.
dead somehow. And now, planted for Mound, Sanity has no utility to work with, only a fault line within 13 seconds, has to slowly clear out this entire site. Mercy not actually opting to play for the lockdown, and they heard him at Waterfall. And now the lockdown is down, and he's forcing out the fight, and Sanity wins it, and he's actually going to destroy the lockdown this time. And now heroics coming up from Mercy, but Sanity proving to be the greater hero in this round. And now tying it up
my
at
goodness.
13-13.
They've got to be freaking out in the comms right now, from both sides at least. I mean, oh my goodness, what a 3 clutch kills from Mercy to even make the round doable at that point, because it seemed like they were just getting barreled and barreled on the B side, but Sanity coming back as they opt to use the lockdown a little too late, maybe. But, oh my goodness, the impact from him has been unreal today.
And I really like the idea
from SO. They had everything. They had all of it. They even did a nice mid-round call to pivot back towards B. And the heroics coming up from Mercy, I thought were going to seal the deal. But Sanity just proving that his breach is just not to be messed with right now. And now a full 5-man play towards the safe site. Mercy left to do it all on his own.
Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out.
But it's looking like a little bit of a pivot back towards B as 3 players are already pulled over towards A. But Devontae is in a bit of an unorthodox position here, as the flank could come way quicker
Spike
than
planted.
people
Huge
think that
pick.
they're expecting. But yeah, you're right, a huge pick. I believe that was through a smoke. Devontae able to catch. Oh!
What a distraction.
Zengetsu getting 2 on the collide. Just left all up to Zach, and he gets spammed. And now 14-13.
Yeah, really smart play there.
And that was an insane collat.
It's good.
Even though I think Devontae was going to get some of those kills anyway, the Zengetsu collat just
Switching
getting
sides.
some nice shots there.
Match point.
Oh my goodness.
I had no idea
Can
what
you hear
was
this
happening
Aster?
there.
Can you hear this Aster suck as well?
Yeah, dude, I had to.
That is so loud. Holy sh!
I had to
so-
switch observers and then go back. That was so funny.
Sorry. So what we're talking about is there was the Aster suck noise was still in our ears when the
Yeah.
round stopped. That was interesting.
Too loud. This is way too loud. Now with 14 on the scoreboard, Myst Gaming have their backs against the wall, and now 4 players grouped up towards A, but we all know that they may not actually be ending here. So we see Zengetsu trying to get a little bit of C-Mound pressure, actually pulling 2 people, and even the high tide coming out from Zach, but a slow A play is still coming out. Jack B sitting alone in tree. His only help is going to be Sanity all the way up in heaven.
And it's almost a full retake, but Jack is sitting there. Does get spammed though.
Just the awareness from Zengetsu that somebody could be there, and the Odin proving too deadly, and Devontae able to get another pick on the Sanity, and this is looking all but over for Myst Gaming unless they have some heroics to get pulled out again. Jetstream trying to get some on his own and is able to find Devontae, trying to rotate back towards tree. Great timing here. He's able to clear out all of A main, knowing that they're inside or in tree here. And now his teammates are going to try and help him as Eggs drops down, and the Odin is getting diffed, and Zengetsu takes him down, but Zach able to get 2 inside his sight.
There.
And now Zengetsu is super low. They know that both players are stuck in this tree side, and Zengetsu swings out,
Last
and
player
CGW is
standing.
able to trade. Left all up to Zach. Time is not on his side. He has to take the fight now and win it now, and he's
CGW.
not going to do it.
Attackers win.
CGW closes this one out in an incredible comeback for SO.
Oh my
Fantastic
goodness.
game there. Had my blood pumping, and I love to see a comeback like that. Mercy dropping 30 kills once again. Super impactful, whether it's on the Jet or the Killjoy.
Oh my goodness, what a way to end it off. Even though they did get they got the round back on when they got to OT, but they were still able to get the comeback all the way through. Really impressive, especially for the mental from them being down. So, oh my goodness. What a game.